You know, the Osmo Pocket 3 is my favorite camera of all time. I use it so much for creating content, and I have wonderful accessories to make this process easier. Normally, I'm using this little adapter here. It's made by Palouse, and it basically clips onto the bottom, allows you to charge from the back. But the number one reason why I use this adapter is it provides a flat base. Now, on the end is a Falcon F22 connector. That normally doesn't come with the party, but it allows me to use this and quickly connect it to my tripod, and then I'm off to the races and ready to shoot. I bought one that I think I like a little better, and I'll show you why. This Palouse, and I don't know if it's all of them, but on mine, this has a slight little wobble. So when I'm walking, I can feel the Osmo Pocket knocking, and that little wobble drives me crazy. So I bought a new adapter, and it has one upgrade feature that I like, and then hopefully it doesn't have the wobble. But the funny thing is, today, literally minutes ago, before I opened this brand new package, I had this guy on the tripod like such. I closed the trunk on the rental car, and my Osmo Pocket fell off of here for the first time, and it hit the ground. Luckily, it's in this case, and it only has a little scratch, so I won't be calling DJ Eye Care today. But let me show you what I replaced it with. Of course, Amazon package was to give me fight. Look inside here, and this is the K&F Concepts version of that adapter. So it says the Pocket 3 charging adapter with the folding base. And there's two upgrades about this that I like versus this. So let me go in here first and pull it out the box. So what you have is a little wee screwdriver. Actually, take it back. This is what would be like an action camera twist mount, which you'll see why that matters in a second. And then also inside the little box, it comes with an action camera mount, which, you know, makes it a little bit clutch there, typical GoPro style. And then it comes with a little piece of paper to give you instructions that you probably don't really need. Now, in the little package here, you'll see the new mount, and what makes it different is it actually has a built-in Arca Swiss flange on the bottom. So that means on a typical Arca Swiss tripod, I can just tighten it in. I'll grab one in a second and show you what that looks like. I do like the fact that the little edge clippers are orange, just a style thing, doesn't do much, but it still has the USB-C in the back so that you can charge. So all you're gonna do is take this guy, clip it to the bottom of the action, and there's no wobble here. That is a much better fit. The difference in price between this and this, about $5. How much you pay for it makes a huge difference. Oh, you get what you pay for it. That's English version of that. So on the bottom here, there is quarter 20. The other thing that they added, which is why it came with the action camera doohickeys, is because you can flip the little lips out like such. And what that's going to do is allow you to connect it to an action camera base like the one that they provided. So you just slip this on. Of course, when you just slip stuff on video, it never just slips. And then you put in your screw and you tighten them up and you're good to go. So now, if you want to do the wearable mode, like on the backpack strap, you can do that. Or if you have some other, like, helmet clip or, the standard GoPro mounts, of which there's many. That also gives you a little bit of a rise. So if you do want to stand it up with just a slight lift off the table, but again, real easy, squeeze the tabs, it comes off. I can tell you right now, the disconnect of this versus that is a little better. This one, it's a weird word. The word is called fitment, but the fitment of this versus the cheaper Palouse one is much better. And that just goes to speak of the K&F Concepts brand. Like when I bought this, K&F Concepts didn't have this. This only came out a couple months ago, but the fit is much tighter. The build quality is just a wee bit better, which is weird to say because they're both metal, but there's this. Now on the bottom of here, I do have my F22 connector, which I will probably still use because this is my favorite tripod to use with this, and it just slips on. But I do like the fact that there's an Arca Swiss kind of built on. Let me grab an Arca Swiss tripod real quick and show you what that looks like. So this tripod has a standard Arca Swiss doohickey on the top, and that means that if I loosen this up just a smidge, I can pop this right in and tighten it up. And then now it's in there like swimwear, you see? So that's what makes this cool. is by having the Arca Swiss connector. I can easily get it in and out of a tripod just like that. So not only does it sit on the table well, most of you will probably have an Arca Swiss tripod even if you didn't know it. Check your manual to be sure, but most tripods nowadays seem to have Arca Swiss or a Manfrotto bottom. So that means connecting it to a tripod is actually even faster than using my Ulanzi F22. So kind of depends on my setup. If I need to go with my F22 setup, all I need to do is take this guy and apply it, and then it makes life a little bit easier. But it's just simple. So the cool thing about the whole Arca Swiss setup is I could take a standard plate like this and just pop it in there. So it's real easy to switch back and forth between my various cameras. And that's why I tend to like Arca Swiss plates and Arca Swiss setups. So last time, check it out. The Pocket 3 charging adapter with folder base from K&F Concepts. I'll put the link down in the description, and that makes this guy straight versatile. Straight versatile. I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. I don't know who needed to hear this, but if it was you, let me know in the comment section below. And right about now, the algorithm is going to show you another video they think you should watch, and I agree with them. Live from Ecamm headquarters.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence, then let it